Is it foolhardy? Is it unwise? Is it just plumb crazy to go back to where it is that Yah has delivered you from? Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day 2 of Yishlach. And we are still in Bereshit, or Genesis chapter 32. Let's go back and read a verse again. Verse 3 that says, "And Yaakov sent messengers before him to Esau his brother in the land of Seir, the field of Edom, and commanded them, saying, Say this to my master Esau, your servant Yaakov, said this, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed there until now. And I have bulls and donkeys, flocks and male and female servants, and I have sent to inform my master to find favor in your eyes." Notice that. So the messengers returned to Yaakov and say, "We came to your brother Esau, and he is coming to meet you, and he has 400 men with him." So, in just a moment, we'll analyze the opening question here. Let's do just a little bit of catch up. So Yaakov has spent some 14 plus years with Laban. Who is Laban? Well, he is not only an uncle, but symbolically, I believe, and what I have shared with you in times past, is that he represents the professional clergy, if you will, the man or woman who observes the talent, the skill, the anointing, the calling of someone, and they utilize them, usurping their calling, power, and anointing, their giftedness, to build their own wealth and their own prestige. And so Yaakov did that for Laban until he finally said, I got nothing. I'm married to his 2 daughters, but he takes them back away from me in a heartbeat, and my children, and I have to establish something for me. If I don't do something, he will wear me out, use me up, and cast me aside. Yah was with Yaakov, blessed him, affirmed him, and gave him the wealth that he was deserving of. A workman is worthy of his hire, and what we sow, we will also reap. And so there was this understanding that Yaakov was not going to leave penniless. Yah was going to make sure he got paid. Same thing happened to Yaakov's descendants when they left Mitzrayim, or Egypt. And so he's come to a place where Esau is in front of him. Most of us would prefer to go around and circumvent Esau. I'd just rather not deal with him. Is there a way around him? The thing is that when you come into the arena where Esau is, you're going to meet up with them eventually. And if you're going to do so, then it needs to be in the best of circumstances possible, lest you be overrun and overtaken and find yourself in a very detrimental situation. Who is Esau? Glad you asked. Esau, the rabbinical mind says that he is Rome, and by extension of that, he is the Roman church system. So many of you will sit there and listen to that phrase and say, but I'm not Catholic, so it doesn't apply to me. Protestant churches are Protestant in that they are protesting the Catholic Church. The Catholic mindset is they are protesters, but they're still Catholics. I will leave those who are in that arena to figure that out, whether they are or are not, and exactly how they are connected, if they're connected at all. Let's broaden the horizon on this, and let's talk about the professional church system, professional Christianity. Does that include all churches and all Christianity? Not necessarily so. There are those who gather on Sunday morning, as all Catholics would, and they have a church building, as is the church, the Catholic Church understanding. And they go through a similitude of worship, similar in some means to, again, the professional system. But it doesn't mean that the message has been compromised, doesn't mean that the people are not genuinely born again, doesn't mean that the people don't love the Most High and seek to serve Him with integrity and an upright walk before Him, loving and serving the Messiah. This is the same place that most, if not all of us, were at one time in our past. When I was a church pastor and I was standing in the pulpit on Sunday morning and doing my best to preach the word, was I in error? In some regards, perhaps. Was I born again? Absolutely. Was I genuinely filled with the Spirit? Yes, I was. Was I anointed to speak the word? I believe that I was. Just as I believe I am. I was walking in the knowledge and the understanding that I had at the moment. The key difference here is that I had a heart like all of you and many that I know who prayed similarly. Father, show me what the truth is. Father, show me your face. Father, reveal to me the integrity of your word. Show me what is true. And seeking Him in that vein, He then answered the prayer and gave me incrementally what I could handle. He didn't download all that I think I know now all at once. And there is perhaps more that I'm not capable of fully receiving yet. So we have to keep praying that kind of prayer, knowing the risk that is involved, which is truth is unsettling to those who believe they already have truth and don't want to hear any more about it. That is the group called Esau, wherein our walk with Messiah is professional. We attend the meetings, we do the deeds, we check the boxes of compliance, we speak the acceptable terminologies, we present ourselves in the way that everybody's agreeable to, and we call that a righteous upwalk life before upwalk. Get this, an upright walk, if I can say that. Walk before Messiah. There, I got it out. What do? We do what is expected of us. Is that what Yah expects of us? Yah wants us. He wants our heart. He wants our focus. He wants our affections. He wants our process of life. Doesn't mean that we live to the place of such focus religiously that we can't live and enjoy life itself. We do. We go about our daily routines and we engage in the things that are important to life around us. All the while, though, our heart is finished and fixed upon Him. Who wants to go into Esau's camp and let them know Yaakov, who is to become Israel, is back there and he's blessed and he's wanting to meet with you? Who wants to be the bridge builder to where it was that we came from? Who is it that wants to tangle with an angry Esau? There are family members, friends, companions that we've known that you mention anything Hebraic to them and they turn red in the face and they throw up their hands and their wall is up in front of them and they don't want to hear it. Who's willing to be the bridge to that? The messenger. The message that we carry has to be delivered correctly. And there are times that we're going to come away saying Esau is still Esau. And he's got his army with him. And it doesn't look good. More tomorrow on how we deal with that. And I want to end with a technical note. Some of you yesterday were trying to define the 10-minute Torah at the normal time. There was a glitch on YouTube and the uploading of that video, and so I apologize for it being delayed. But I'm glad you still watched, and I hope you will watch tomorrow. Until then, shalom.